गुड आफ्टरनून एवरीबॉडी। ये जो आज का टॉपिक है, दिस इज इंक्लूडेड इन 2.1 सिस्टम। ओके, आयुर्वेदा नेचुरोपैथी सिस्टम, concept of yoga and health in Indian traditional system of medicine, utilization limited systems in relation to yoga and health, ayurveda naturopathy system, diet in naturopathy, siddha system. Okay, आयुर्वेद का ज्यादा करके आपका रिवीजन ही है, लेकिन जस्ट गोइंग फ्रॉम द बेस लेवल। Ayurveda Nirukti, Ayusha Veda Ayurveda, the science which understands the life, which is for the sake of Ayu, which benefits the Ayu is Ayurveda. The Sharira Indra Sattva Asta Arogya Dhari Jivitam. Ayu means the union of body, sense, organs, mind and soul is called as Ayu. Union of body, sense, organs, Panchendriya अपन जो बोलते हैं, and soul is called Ayu, and Veda means the knowledge. Ayurveda means therefore not simply a healthcare system, but a form of a lifestyle adopted to maintain the perfect balance and harmony. This, okay. Next. Ayurveda is based on the principle of Tridosha, Vata, Pitta, Kapha. It says that there are these are the causes of health and disease. Rogascha dosha vaishamya, dosha sambandhama arogataha, desha tesham kayamano da istapanapi divida. Rajastamascha manaso daivo च दोषवास अष्टांग समाग्र से लिया गया है। इंक्रीज, व्हाट इज इट मीन दैट increase or diminution of doshas causes disease. That is imbalance आपको मालूम है, वात का imbalance हो गया तो पित्त gets affected, पित्त हो गया तो कब this gets disturbed. That this should be always equilibrium. All the three doshas should be in equilibrium. Equilibrium of doshas give the health. Two sets of disease are body and mind, rajas and tamas. What are rajas and tamas? Agni in Ayurveda, Agni is the digestive and metabolic fire produced by the doshas that grab the essence of nourishment from food, feelings and thoughts and transforms it into a form of your body can use. Yeah, next. Ayurveda causes of disease. Ojas is the byproduct of a healthy, efficient, contented physiology. It is the juice. It is the juice that remains after the food has become properly digested and assimilated. When you are producing ojas, it means that all your organs have integrated vitality and you are receiving the nourishment your mind and body needs. Amatoxins, it originate from the improperly digested toxic particles that clog the channel in your body. Some of the channels are physical and include the intestine, lymphatic systems, arteries and veins, capillaries and genitourinary tract. Amatoxicity accumulates when there is a weakness in the body, and this will result in disease. Ayurveda offers a way you can cleanse the body of ama such as Panchakarma. Prana, the life force. It is the life force that enters the body at birth, travels through all the parts of the body at the birth, travels through all the until it leaves. Until it leaves at a more at a time. This is called a prana. Prana string the body, mind, and spirit together like a bead of strand on a strand. Now, the concept of Tridosha. Sharira Jushnananda Doshaha, Dushyanti Mana Shariram Cha Iti Doshaha. Siddhanta Nirvana Tattva Darshani. It is in the text of that this one. In Ayurveda philosophy, the five elements combine into pairs to form the three dynamic forces or interaction called dosha. Doshas mean dynamic changes. It is a word derived from the root das, which is equivalent to the English prefix this, such as dysfunction, dysotrophy. In this sense, doshas can be registered as a fault, mistake, error, or transgression against the cosmic rhythm. Vayu Pittam Kafo Shitaha Trayo Dosha Samasada. That which vitiates the body and mind is dosha. That which vitiates the body, vata, pitta, and kapha are the three doshas. Related elements are in vata, air and ether. In pitta, fire and water. And in kapha, water and earth. Water and earth. Now we go to details of vata, pitta, kapha. अष्टांग संग्रह से लिया है तत्र रक्षेषु लसु शीत खर सूक्ष्म अस्थिलन. Vata means the wind to move, the flow, direct the process or command. Vata enables the other two doshas to be expressive. The function of the vata are drying, cooling, light, agitating, and moving. Drying, cooling, light, agitating, and moving. Vata governs the breathing, blinking of the eyelids, movements in the muscles and tissues, pulsation in the heart, all expansion and contraction, and the movement of the single impulses in nerve cells. Pitta, Pittam Sasnosti, Lagu, Vistam, Saram, Dravam. Pitta is the force created by the dynamic interplay of water and fire. These forces represent the transformation. They modulate or control each other and are vitally required for the life process to occur. Pitta governs digestion, absorption, assimilation, nutrition, body temperature, skin coloration, the luster of the eyes, intelligence, and understanding. Kapha and now we talk about kapha. Snigdha Sito Guru Mardanaha, Salakshanaho, Matsendra Stiraha, Kapha. Kapha is the concept equilibrium of water and earth. Kapha is the structure and lubrication. One can visualize the kapha forces as a stirring force to keep the water and earth from separating. For example, if you take a pot, fill it with half of the water, and then add sand to it, the sand will gradually sink to the bottom of the pot. Okay. Kapha cement the elements in the body, providing the material for physical structure. This dosha maintains the body resistance. Water is the main constituent of kapha, and this bodily water is responsible physiologically for biological strength and natural tissues in the body. ये जो अपन बोल रहा है कफा जो एलिमिनेट करना है, that is the unwanted kapha. But the main thing what they are telling is that kapha is required for the physiological and biological strength and natural tissues in the body. So don't be at a time depressing kapha pura eliminate hota hai. No, kapha is required also. Okay. Health, every person contains all the three doshas. The proportion varies from person to person. Within each person, the doshas are constantly interacting with each other. This explains the difference in nature of the each person. For example, very hot and pungent spices aggravate the pitta. All type of एकदम तीखा जो कहता है इसका. Cold light food such as salads calm it down. Together, the tridosha covers all the metabolic. Tridosha covers all the metabolic activities. When their actions in our body and mind constitutions are balanced, we experience the physiological and physical wellness. Saptadhatus and the function. Everybody knows about this. Rasadam, Raktam, Tato, Masam, Tato, Medasti, Jayate, Tato, Majja, Tato, Shukram, Jayate. From Rasadhatu, Raktadhatu is formed. From Raktadhatu, Mamsadhatu is formed. From Mamsa is Meda, from Meda to Asti, from Asti to Majja, and from Majja Dhatu, Shukra Dhatu is formed. The functions of the Dhatu. Rasadhatu means the fluid, okay, derived from the digested food. From where it is coming? It nourishes each and every tissues and cells of the body, and it is analogous to the plasma. Rakta. Rakta, as everybody knows, Rakta, blood. Rakta, regarded as the basic of the life, it is analogous to the circulating blood cells. It not only nourishes the body tissues, but provides physical strength and color to the body. Mamsa Dhatu. Mamsa, yeah. The muscle tissue, its main function is to provide physical strength and support from the Medha Dhatu. Medha Dhatu consists of adipose tissues, providing support to the Asti Dhatu. It also lubricates the body. Asti Dhatu comprises of bone tissues, including cartilages. Its main function is to give support to the Majja Dhatu and provide to the Mamsa Dhatu. Mamsa Dhatu. Majja, denoting the yellow and the red bone marrow tissue. Its main function is to fill up the asti and to oleate the body. Shukra, the main tissue of the reproductive system, is to help the reproduction and strengthen the body. What are malas? Malikarnaha malaha. There are three main malas, which are the unwanted things in the body. Sorry. Purja, Mutra, and Sweat. Stool, urine, and sweat. Eliminating waste is crucial to the good health, but dosha imbalance stifles the flow of the malas, creating a toxic internal environment. That is, we are accumulating the ama somewhere in our system, and one will have to undergo the Ayurvedic cleansing to get rid of this toxins from the body. Now we come to the Chikitsa, the treatment part from the Ayurveda part. There are Panchakarmas. This is a Panchakarma treatment is very traditional in India. Okay, in Ayurveda concept. This is the process used to clean the body of toxic materials left by diseases and poor nutrition. Ayurveda says that imbalanced doshas create waste matter, which is known as ama. Ayurveda mein ama means the waste materials. Okay, the treatment is highly personalized based on the needs of the body, imbalance in the doshas. Prior to the treatment, oiling and eating of the patient is done. Panchakarma will evacuate the excess doshas along with the stocky ama out of your system by means of the body waste evacuation channels such as the sweat glands, urinary tract, intestines, etc. Panchakarma is a balancing operation. Therapeutic vomiting. The first is the vamana. It is somewhat similar to our yogic concepts of vamana. This therapy is used where there is a congestion in the lungs caused by repeated attacks of bronchitis, cough, cold, or asthma. The objective of the theory is to induce vomiting to get rid of the mucus causing excess kapha. A drink consisting of licorice and honey or carbonous root. Vomiting is induced by rubbing on the tongue 4 to 8 times. Vomiting is the target. After vomiting, the patient will feel comfortable. Most of the congestion, weakness, and breathlessness will disappear along with this. Okay. Next is the Virechana. Virechana means the purgative therapy. This is the process of cleaning the pitta, cleaning our pitta, and the purification of blood toxin. Generally, it is administered 3 days after the Vamana treatment. If Vamana is not needed, then this process can be done directly. Virechana cleans the sweat glands, small intestine, colon, kidneys, stomach, liver, and spleen. 5 nerves used in the process are root, bran, flaxseed, husk, cow's milk, salt, castor, resins, and mango juice. This process is used for the treatment of skin diseases, chronic fever, like abdominal tumors, worms, gout, jaundice, gastrointestinal problems, constipation, and IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. So, the treatment of chronic fever, piles, abdominal tumors, worms, gouts, jaundice, GI problems, constipation, and IBS. Enema. Third is the enema. Medicated enemas are used for various specific reasons. In general, this treatment is used to flush out the loosened doshas out through the intestinal tract. Basti involves introducing the medicinal substances such as sesame oil, palm oil, or other herbal decoction in a liquid medium into the rectum. जो अपन ordinary water, saline water देते हैं इधर, हाँ, I have got my own experience as an Ayurvedic treatment for the last 8 years. Continuously, I have been going to Kerala for my osteoarthritis and other muscular problems. Okay, it alleviates the constipation, dysentery, chronic fever, common cold, sexual disorders, kidney stone, heart pain, vomiting, backache, neck pain, and hyperacidity. Such vata disorders such as sciatica, arthritis, rheumatism, and gout can also be treated by Basti. There are about 80 vata related disorders in Ayurveda. Oil enema, herbal enema, or nutrition enema should be given. Enema should not be given to persons suffering from chronic indigestion, bleeding from the rectum, cup breathlessness, diarrhea, diabetes, severe anemia, to aged or to children. जो अपन बस्ती बोलते हैं, it is similar to that, but here we are using the medicinal verbs also. उसका साथ में अपन देते हैं. Next is the nasyam. Nasyam means to the nose. This treatment involves inhaling the vapor from the medicinal herbs that have been infused in the boiling water. It is used to eliminate the kapha oriented. It is used mostly to eliminate the kapha oriented problems of ear, eyes, nose, and throat disorders such as migraine, sinusitis, cataract, and bronchitis. The 6 types of nasyam are Virachan with herbal powder, nutritional nasyam. Okay. Sedative nasyam means you have a sedative effect on this. Ghee or oil nasyam and nasyam decoctions and nasal message substances such as calamus powder, gotu kola, onion garlic, black pepper, cayenne ginger oil, depending upon the problem which the person has. Certain specifications are mentioned there in the nasal list, which are the which disease ke liye kaun sa, which is the medicine you are going to use it. Okay. Nasal medication should not be administered after a bath, food, sex, drinking alcohol, during pregnancy or menstruation. Now, this is a very rare where an external leech is used, leech for taking out the unwanted blood from the body. Bloodletting, or by way of using a leech, is used to eliminate toxins that are absorbed in the bloodstream through its GI tract. It is used for disorders such as repeated attacks of skin disorders such as urethral skin, rat, eczema, ache, scabies, leukoderma. Any area of the skin that is white from the congenital or acquired abscess. Chronic itching and hives by reaction to food, medicine, or other irritant. It is also found for enlarged liver, spleen, and gout. It should be done by a qualified physician. It is useful to relieve several pitta disorders such as ache and rash. It develops the immune system. Then we come to Panchakarma treatment. We come to the massage in Ayurveda. Massage in Ayurveda, it is used, medicated oils are used. As I mentioned, I got a very good treatment from one of the leading hospitals from Kerala. Kerala is known for the Ayurvedic specialty. Okay. In Ayurveda hospitals in South India, herbal oils are used, namely Dhanvantri, Sahajrajya Tailam, which I have been using, and other medicated and herbal oils, depending upon the health issues, are used for the first 7 days of treatment, along with a husk of rice, that is Navara rice. See, this rice is known as Navara rice here. Wrapped in the cloth and dipped in the hot oil as shown below. It's applied over the entire body for every 1 hour daily. For the next 7 days, after the 7 days, 15 days treatment रहता है massage का. So after 7 days, if there is a local treatment is done on the parts which are not functioning or immobilized, घुटनों में दर्द है जा रहा या लोअर बैक पेन है, कंटिन्यूस लोअर बैक पेन है और सर्वाइकल पेन है, okay, but which are part of the body is paining or which are part of the organ is not functioning, तो उनका ऊपर लोकल ट्रीटमेंट दिया जाता है, that is a local application of this one. For me, I had a churnam बोलता है, it's a paste like this much which is to be affixed on my leg so that वो पेन एकदम कंप्लीट निकल जाता था for 12 hours. रात शाम को 5 बजे लगाने का and सुबह 4 साढ़े 4 बजे आके वो कट आउट करता है, completely wrapped up like this, bandage जैसा दिखता था. So completely it gets healed up and the functioning level of the relative organ will be this much. If I had a hand problem, then again hand में wrap up करता था. So only that day night the diet gets affected. Ayurvedic diet. We have come to Panchakarma, massage हो गया Ayurvedic में, Ayurvedic diet. It describes diet as a medicine. Diet is the cause for the disease and its cure. Ayurveda describes the quantity of food to be consumed. We should eat half of our stomach and the quarter part should be left for water and the rest quarter should be left for the movement of the air for the proper digestion and assimilation. The next part of the food should not be consumed until the previous meal is completely digested. There should be 3 hours of gap between the two meals, and we should not be hungry for more than 6 hours. This is the Ayurvedic diet plan. Laguhar, one which is easily digestible. Example, khichdi, rice, etc. in fever, obesity, diabetes. Lagu ahar is always recommended. Whenever a person is having a fever or any health issues, and when he is sick, usually here also we take, native place also take kanji आप बोलते हैं, राइस को स्मैश करके एकदम we take only kanji, so that becomes very digestible and very not harming out to the body also. Guru Ahar is one which take more time for digestion. Chapati recommended for a lean person. We should not be hungry for more than 6 hours. This completes Ayurveda. Naturopathy is the nature's treatment. Okay. History. It is sometimes called naturopathy is an old as healing itself and new as the latest discoveries in biochemical sciences. The word naturopathy was first used exactly 100 years ago, but the nature therapy and the philosophy on which the naturopathy is based have been effectively used to treat the disease in ancient times. Hippocrates, a physician 2,400 years ago, is often considered the earliest predecessor of naturopathy physician, which is principle that the nature is the healer of all the diseases and his formulation is the healing power of the nature. By 1970, however, the American public was becoming increasingly disenchanted by the modern medicine due to the high rise cost of the medicine and its out of control cost were becoming obvious, and millions of Americans were inspired to look for the new options and alternatives. Government have established in 1969 an autonomous organization under the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Now, this organization, first of its kind, was established by Government of India to conduct the scientific research in Ayurveda, Siddha, Unani, and Yoga, existed up to 1978. Formed in 1970, this was looked after by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare directly. After 1978, a separate independent research council of one of Ayurveda, Siddha, Unani, that is Ayush, okay, and Yoga. Philosophy and principles of naturopathy. Naturopathy medicines treat the health conditions by utilizing the body's inherent ability to heal. This is very safe, natural therapy which utilizes the services of several different alternative medicines techniques to heal the patient. Our body is made of cells, some of which continuously die and are replaced by the new ones. The old dead cells needs to be eliminated, but often they stay within the body. The negative effect is compounded by new living cells, which also generate toxic waste during metabolism. In addition, sedentary lifestyles, substances abuse, bad eating habits combine to create the excess toxins. When these toxins are not eliminated at a reasonably fast rate, a disease condition is created. Naturopathy is a way of life of which we find a number of references in the Vedas and other ancient texts. The morbid matter theory, concept of the vital forces, and other concepts upon which naturopathy is based are already available in the old text, which indicate that these methods were widely practiced in ancient India. The whole practice is based on the following three principles: accumulation of morbid matter, abnormal composition of blood and the lymph, lowered vitality. Accumulation of morbid matter, that is waste toxins matter. They believe in that toxins are to be eliminated and removed from the body. Abnormal composition of blood and the lymph, and lowered vitality. Now, different therapies in this. First, we come to the hydrotherapy. Hydrotherapy or water therapy is the use of the water, cold, steam, or ice to relieve the discomfort and promote the physical well-being. It relaxes the inflamed muscles and joints, rehabilitates the injured limbs, lowers the fevers, soothes the headaches, promotes relaxation, treat the burns and frostbite, ease the labor pains, and clear up the skin problem. Hot water is chosen for its relaxing property. It is also thought to stimulate the immune system. Hydrotherapy is well done in the pools, wells, Hubbard tanks, and sauna is best taken in a professional healthcare facility. Bath preparations. Warm to bath to hot water bath should be used for relaxation purpose, and a tepid bath is recommended for reducing fever. Okay. Herbs can be added to the bath in two ways as essential oil or the whole herbs and flowers that can be placed in a muslin or a cheesecloth bag that is tied at the top to make an herbal bath bag. Steam inhalation. This can be easily administered with a bowl of steaming water and a large bowl. For cold and other conditions with nasal congestion, aromatherapy is recommended adding 5 drops of an essential oil that has decongestant properties such as peppermint and eucalyptus blue gum oils. Oils such as myrtle, rosemary tea, tree oil, sandalwood, and lavender can also be used. Cold compresses is prepared by soaking a cloth or a cotton pad in a cold water and then applied to the area of injury or distress. When the cloth reaches the room temperature, it should be re-soaked and reapplied. Cold compresses are generally used to reduce the swelling, minimize the bruising, and to treat the headaches and sprain. This is water compression. Warm water or hot compression are used to treat the abscess and muscle ache. A warm compression is prepared in the same manner as a cold compression, except steaming water is used to wet the cloth inside of the cold water. Essential oils may be added to moisten the compress to increase the therapeutic value of the treat. This is the steaming process. Current से अंदर ये होता है, so you get perspire, and naturally the toxins come out by way of sweat. Yeah. Limitation to therapy. Patients with paralysis, frostbite, or other conditions should only take under the guidance of hydrotherapists. Hot tube, jacuzzi, and pools can become breeding grounds for bacteria and other infectious organisms if they are not cleaned properly with the proper chemicals. Certain essential oils should not be used by pregnant or nursing women or with people with specific illness or physical conditions. Essential oils such as cinnamon, leaf, juniper lemon, eucalyptus, blue, gum, peppermint can be extremely irritating if applied in full concentration. It should always be diluted. Pregnant women should never take douche or shower with water, as the practice can induce bacteria to the vagina and uterus. They should also avoid hot tubs. Then, next sixth point is people who experience an allergic reaction to an essential oil should discontinue its use and contract a healthcare professional. Overeating in a hot tub or a jacuzzi choleric irrigation animal, and this can actually harm the patient by upsetting the natural process of digestion. Next is the chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is a stalk of a bush stuff which makes the plants green. It is rich in vitamin A, C, E, and K, as well as the folic acid, iron, and calcium, and protein. These biomolecules is also a significant source of magnesium, which help to deliver the oxygen to the body, tissues, and cells, and therefore increase the circulation. Not to mention, the magnesium will help you detox and relax. Thus, the importance of the chlorophyll acts as a detoxifying agent in hydro as well as in leaf pack and exposed to sun rays. ये जो है, these are leaves. Leaves में से it has got a chlorophyll action and hot. I have got a good experience about this. I had Urli Kanchan. I had a very then also had an experience at Ghataprabha, one of the leading naturopathy center near Belgaum. 12 days का ट्रेनिंग ये है, naturopathy का treatment है, very good. You reduce by 4 to 5 to 6 kilos. 12 days, 12 क्या 15 days का treatment है. 2-3 years back I had gone. Adding Epsom salt to the bath, the chlorophyll further draws out the impurities, reduces the inflammation, and relaxes the body's overworked muscles. Okay. Then, here it is a little different. Naturopathy. Mud is one of the 5 elements of nature having immense impact on the body in health as well as in sickness. It acts as a therapeutic agent as a dark color absorbs all the colors of the sun and conveys them to the body. The quality of the mud for the treatment purpose should be black cotton soil with greasiness and free from pollution and contamination. इसको mostly वो बोलते हैं मुल्तानी mud they use, मुल्तानी. Okay. The size of the mud pack are generally, this is for the local, I think it's for local application. Yeah, mud pack, local application के लिए, backpack के लिए जो भी है, are generally 10 inches to 6 inches to 1 inches for adults. The duration of the mud pack for local application is 20 to 30 minutes. When applied to the abdomen, it relieves all the forms of digestion. A thick mud pack applied to the forehead relieves the pain immediately. Mud pack for the face. Soap mud pack is applied on the face and allowed to dry for 30 minutes. It reduces the irrigation of the eyes, relieves from conjunctivitis, hemorrhagia, itching of the eyes, allergic conditions. It is also used in short leg sights, glaucoma. Mud bath. So it is given a special cubicle where the patient can expose himself to sunlight. In the open terrace में या किधर भी cubicle में दिया जाता है, and is allowed to this. I had the experience as well. So many places I had this mud bath. The bath is usually given in special mud known as Multani mud. Invigorates the circulatory system by diverting a large amount of blood to the periphery and hence useful in cleansing and strengthening the skin tissues. Frequent application of mud bath helps in improving the complexion of the skin. आप बहुत beautiful हो जाएंगे. You take once in 3 months of this. Okay, by getting rid of the spots. जो भी आपका patches है across the body, it will get rid of that patches and your skin starts glowing. आपका face में चमक आएगा एकदम. Okay, and patches which appears in various skin down. It is recommended for all skin diseases, including psoriasis, leukoderma, leprosy. Now, massage therapy. Massage is derived from masseur. It means to knead. Therapeutic massage involves manipulation of the soft tissue structures of the body to prevent and alleviate the pain, discomfort, muscle spasm, and stress, and to promote health and health. Massage is defined as a manual soft tissue manipulation that includes causing movement and or applying pressure to the body. History. Doctors such as Ambrose Pare, a 16th century physician to the French court, praised the massage as a treatment for the various elements. Swedish massage, the method most familiar to Westerners, was developed in the 19th century by Mr. Bismarck. Now, what are the types of massage? A smooth flow style that promotes general relaxation, improves the circulation and range of the movement, and relieves the muscular tension. Remedial massage, a paramedical treatment that helps to restore the function to the injured or soft tissues, muscle tendons, and ligaments. Sports massage, combine the different massage techniques to enhance the sport performance and rehabilitation, an effective component of any training program. Aromatherapy massage, combining the therapeutic techniques of essential oils with specific massage techniques to promote health and well-being. Reflexology, आपको मालूम है reflexology acts in the alternative systems of acupressure. पाँव में या हाथ से दबाते हैं in all the parts affect the reflex action on the relative part which is rubbed. Okay, using thumb and finger pressure on the reflex points of the feet which corresponds to all the areas. Oriental massage theory. This is based on the finger pressure such as acupressure and CST. Okay. Physical benefits of therapeutic massage. Help relieve the stress and aids the relaxation, muscle tension, and stiffness. Elevates the discomfort during pregnancy. Faster healing of strained muscles and strained ligaments. Reduces the pain and swelling. Reduces formation of excessive scar tissues. Reduces the muscle spasm. Provides a greater joint flexibility and range of motion. Treats the injuries caused during the sport or work. Promote the deeper and easier breathing. Improve the circulation of blood and movement of the lymph fluids. Reduces the blood pressure. Enhances the health and nourishment of the skin. Relieves the tension-related headaches and effects of the eye system. Enhances the health and nourishment of the skin. Improves the posture. Strengthens the immune and musculoskeletal system. Rehabilitation post-operative and after injury. Now, foster relaxed state of mind, relieves the mental stress and emotion relief, improve the mental ability to monitor the stress, signals and response appropriately. Foster feelings of well-being, reduces the level of anxiety, create the body awareness, increases the awareness of the mind, body connections. Medical school students in New Jersey, research findings. These are certain verifications of the massage therapy which had gone through the research and they have found it. Medical students in New Jersey who were massaged before the exam showed significant decrease in anxiety and respiratory rate, increase in the WBC count, white blood corpuscles, suggesting a benefit to the immune system. Researchers show massage reduces the heart rate, lowers the BP, increases the blood circulation and lymph flows, relaxes the muscle, improves the range of motion, and increases the endorphins, which can stimulate the weak and inactive muscles. Massage decreases the effect of anxiety, tension, depression, pain, and itching in the burn patients. Abdominal surgery, patients recover more quickly after surgery. Materials of massage. Cottonseed oil is most commonly used for massaging. If the patient is averse to oil, talcum powder may be used. Oil should not be used on persons with excessive body hair. General body massaging may be done for 40 to 45 minutes and local body massage for 10 to 15 minutes. Where there is a problem, the oil should be washed off completely after the massage. Joints improvement. Stiff and swollen joints can be cured by massage combined with mechanical movements. A human being carries half the weight of the body in the form of muscles, tissues, and thus one-fourth of the blood supply circulates in the muscles. When one gets a good massage treatment, the muscles get regenerated and are then capable of holding the tissues in the of holding the half of the blood supply. Okay. Massages on different parts of the body. Local massage, this will be local massage as we are seeing in Ayurveda, local massages. Massage benefit the nerve problem. In case of acute inflammation of the nerves, massage should be done carefully. Light and gentle stroking are recommended. Deep pressure should be not be used on swollen nerves or it will increase the inflammation. Nerve compression is recommended for soothing nerves. Abdominal massage. This form of massage is beneficial in the constipation. It stimulates the peristaltic movement of the small intestines. Abdominal massage should not be done in general, femoral, inguinal, and umbilical hernia, inflammation of the uterus, bladder, ovaries, fallopian tubes, kidney stone, bladder, or gallbladder, uterus, and intestine. And all important organs which are related below the pelvic region. Okay, all these organs are related below the pelvic region. Chest massage, it strengthens the chest muscle, increases the circulation, and tones up the nervous system of chest, heart, and lung. It is specifically recommended in the weakness of the lung, palpitation, and organic disorder. It should not be done in a heart operation or severe chronic lungs infection. Massage of the back. The purpose is to stimulate the nerves and circulation for treating the backache, rheumatic afflictions of the back muscles, and for soothing the nervous system. Vibration of the end of the spine benefit the sacral nerve and the pelvic organ. It is recommended in constipation, hemorrhoids, weakness, and congestion of the bladder and sexual organs. Massage of the throat. This helps to overcome the headache, sore throat, cataract of the and cataract of the throat, both sides of the throat with thumb under the chin and fingers under the ears. Okay, the local application. Sun rays therapy. As per famous physician Dr. Rome, in ancient Rome, there was no physician for almost 6 years. The reason was that no need of physician. The ancient people of Rome used sun rays, exercise, and fresh air and water to keep themselves hale and healthy. Thus, in ancient Rome, heliotherapy or the sun therapy or rays of sun, they use the color for cure is called chromotherapy. This is sun ray therapy in naturopathy, usually known as heliotherapy. After this famous author who has invented this sun therapy. Okay, sun rays have many colors which make the air pure and destroys the microbes present in the water, atmosphere and the water. This goes on naturally and all by itself. The ancient people believed that sun rays to help one to regain the lost health. In Rigveda it is said in the ancient time people used to take oath with the sun and moon. Raju Matreshu Dirjanaha the Paschana. The sun is a witness to all God and bad actions of human. Surya Atma Jagat Prastha Astu Sasta. The sun has been called the soul of the living as well as the non-living world. Death. Moonam Suryana Prasutaha Ayanarthi, Uttanma Ansi, Luna Suryana, Vasutaha, Ayanartanai, Dinavansi Pansi. It is the sun that wakes up one from the sleep. It is due to the sun that all can work and are active. The further states that all living beings of the creation depends upon the sun. The sun removes the physical, mental, and the spiritual weakness and makes one healthy and long lived. The sun removes the physical, mental, and spiritual makes one healthy and long lived. For ailments of the heart, eyes, jaundice, leprosy, one should always be used. Any muscular problem. I have seen the cases with the acute spinal problems or acute leg pain or arthritis also. They are fully exposed to sun as a part of the therapy of the sun therapy. टेरेस में जाके लेटने को बोला डॉक्टर ने इवन द allopathic doctors orthopedicians they are recommended that it's a very ideal source of vitamin D, so they did not take the vitamin D3 tablets. Okay, especially ladies after menopause, they have the calcium deficiency very acutely, which may lead into osteoporosis or osteopenia, then a brittling of the bone, and ultimately the bone becomes dysfunctional. To activate the functioning level, this is also part of the therapy, apart from the calcium tablet, supplements, and the food available from the calcium should be taken. So, Surya Tapaha Sodavavaha Sarvaroga Vinashaga. The heat from the sun increases the perspiration and removes all the elements. Finish. Again, Meda Chadaha Parachida, Panutasaha Vivardhana. Meda Chadha Parachida Panuta. It also enhances the body power and enthusiasm. Then Dadravista Fota Suta Graha Kamala Stohata Nashakaha. It removes all the imbalance of the three with Vata, Pitta, and Kapha, which you have seen in Ayurveda. Then Jaratisha Sulanam Harako Natra Samchaya. It cures the leprosy, fever, pain, and weakness. Kapha Pitta Bhavanam Rogan Vatro Gantasta Devaja. Through sunray therapy, a person can't attain victory over and becomes long. Okay. One can increase the energy in the body and live to an age of 100. From the sun rays, one gets the vital life energy or prana, and also heat, both of which makes the body healthy and long. The sun rays are also instrumental in producing the ozone gas, which protects the earth from harmful ultraviolet rays. Ozone increases the body power and purifies the blood. It also makes the heart strong and bones powerful. Now, naturopathic diet for arthritis. Now, various diet is recommended for various type of disease. Raw potato juice therapy is considered one of the most successful biological treatment for rheumatic and arthritic conditions. Fresh juice can also be extracted from potatoes and drunk diluted with water on 50-50 basis first thing in the morning. Black gingilithil seeds soaked overnight in water have been found to be effective in preventing frequent joint pains. Honey. Now for asthma, honey is considered highly beneficial in the treatment of asthma. It is suggested if a jug of honey is held under the nose of an asthmatic patient and he inhales the air that comes into contact with the honey, he or she starts breathing easier and deeper. This is because honey contains mixture of higher alcohols and mineral oils, and the vapors given off by them are soothing and beneficial to an asthmatic patient. Garlic. Garlic means upon my lasun. Lasun increases the blood purification of the blood. It increases the strength of the blood and the blood purification becomes very effective. And after the purified blood is distributed to the entire parts of the body, whereby the organ level starts functioning to the optimum level. Garlic is another effective remedy. The patient should be given daily cloves boiled in 30 grams. The patient should be given daily garlic clove boiled in 30 grams of milk as a cure for early stage of asthma. Turmeric is also regarded as an effective remedy for bronchial asthma. So we have got arthritis हो गया, asthma हो गया, now back pain. Salad of raw vegetables such as tomato, carrot, cabbage, cucumber, radish leaf, and at least two steamed or lightly cooked vegetables such as cauliflower, cabbage, carrot, spinach, and plenty of fruits, all except banana. Fruits and milk. Banana, they say they cause tougher more. Okay. During breakfast, steamed vegetables and whole wheat chapati during lunch, fresh foods in the evening, and a bowl of raw salad and sprout during dinner. Avoid spicy and fried food, curd, sweet meats, sugar condiments, as well as tea and coffee. These are to be avoided. Back pain, they say, by taking all the proper foods. Okay, and taking the proper treatment helps this much. Okay, these are the sciatica nerve. Sciatica nerve is one of the longest nerve in the body. We start from the tailbone. Tailbone से चालू होता है. It goes the lower back bottom. Think about the back pain, lower back pain. Okay, depression. Food should be taken in the morning for breakfast with the milk and harmful of nut and handful of nuts and seeds. Lunch to be of steamed vegetables, whole wheat, chapatis, and a glass buttermilk. For dinner, green vegetable salad and all available sprouts such as alpha seeds, moong potatoes, cheese, or a glass of buttermilk would be ideal. Tea should be completely excluded. It should completely exclude tea, coffee, alcohol, chocolate, and cola. All white flour products. Maida ka white flour, sugar, food, chlorine, chemical, additives, white rice, raw vegetables, sprouts, seeds, and nuts. Okay, this is the vegetables में ये क्या बोलते हैं बैंगन नहीं बैंगन है बैंगन या this is the most difficult vegetable to digest. In research in yoga also they have proved in the diet in yoga this is the most difficult vegetable to digest. Raw foods to be taken as a stimulant and increase the for diabetes and increase the production of insulin. Fats and oil should be taken sparingly. Protein intake in paneer, salt milk, and nuts are the best. Any fresh fruit in the morning except banana, soaked fruits, a small quantity of whole meal bread with butter and fresh milk. Lightly cooked such as cauliflower, tomatoes, spinach, turnips, asparagus, and mushrooms. Two-thirds of wheat chapatis according to the appetite, and a glass of buttermilk. Evening fresh fruit or vegetable juice. Dinner, large bowl of salad made of raw vegetables of the season and fresh fruit made, cheese, bedtimes, glass of fresh milk. ये जो मैं घटप्रभा गया था ट्रीटमेंट के लिए 12 days treatment. Yoga in the evening, morning may also massage and everything morning. In the afternoon, the food is very light at 11 o'clock. Very light. They give us not more than one or two chapatis, little sprouts, and little food and fruits. बस no tea, no coffee, cut out everything. आपका वेट भी अच्छा होता है आपका एंड इवनिंग योगा. Hypertension. First week of treatment should be exclusion of food after 5 hours. Orange, apples, pears, mangoes, guava, pineapples, raspberry, watermelon, bananas, and jackfruits are not taken. Milk may be taken after a week of food. The milk should be fresh and boiled only once. Vegetables such as cucumber, carrot, tomatoes, onion, radish, cabbage, and spinach are the best taken in the raw form, sprinkled with lemon juice. Garlic is regarded as one of the most effective remedies to lower the BP. Indian gooseberry amla is another effective food for high BP. A teaspoon of fresh amla juice with honey needs to be taken every morning. For the blood pressure, this is known as systematic and diastolic and systematic blood. 120 by 80, then high blood pressure, okay, it goes on increasing. For obesity, the three basic food groups are seeds, nuts, and grains, vegetables, and fruits, with emphasis on raw fruits and vegetables. And to avoid the butter, what is to avoid? Butter, cheese, ice cream, potatoes, honey, sugar, sweet chocolate, pastries, spice, puddings, and alcoholic drinks. Honey in 10 milliliters hot water is a good source of reduction. Fasting on honey with lime water is highly beneficial in the treatment of obesity without the loss of energy and appetite. Cabbage is a good source of home remedy for obesity. Recent research has shown that this cabbage has a valuable content called tartaric acid, which enables the conversion of sugar and other carbohydrates into fat. This completes naturopathy